the best music around. KDWB. It's Billy Preston's Space Race is what he calls it. It's the relevant title. You get down to an instrumental, a lot of times you can just call it anything you wanted to, right? Who cares? There's no words to it. 9:35 with Chuck Buell.
They teach you things you never learned in school. The student teacher.
494 and Bryant Avenue South. For years, newsmen really didn't consider the 9. You just watch.
Well, now, David Bradley, you see, plays favorites early afternoons every day at KDWB. KDWB with a super nice song. Hope that's one of your favorites with Seals and Crofts. Chuck Buell sitting in a little bit of sunshine here. 42 degrees at KDWB.
Get a bucket of chicken.
KDWB's True Don Blue in the Upper Division make a commercial appearance at George's Ballroom, New Ulm. It's another Back to the 50s night. And it all takes place tomorrow night. KDWB with that rainy day feeling. Got that down feeling with the Fortunes playing favorites with Chuck Buell.
KDWB. Now with more winners than ever. And beginning Friday, another chance for you to win. KDWB Christmas checks. You can win yours by guessing the correct amount. In order to aid your guessing effort, we'll tell you if your guess is too high or too low. KDWB Christmas checks. Coming Friday morning with Bill Gardner. On KDWB for sure.
I was driving downtown.
KDWB this morning with Chuck Buell and Marie. Great song, Paper Roses, Imitation Flowers, False Budding. Nipping it in the bud, as it were. KDWB. Plays favorites.
Like the pine trees.
KDWB presenting Jim Croce. And I've got a name, and he's got a lot of songs, and had a lot of songs. It's 9:52 with Chuck Buell. Northwestern Banks thinks that your money ought to work for a living, and it does, with a 2.5-year, 6.5% savings certificate from Northwestern Bank, and for good reason. 6.5% interest is compounded daily to provide you with a high 6.81% effective annual yield when held to maturity. And to make it easier to earn that high rate, you can purchase these 2.5-year certificates for as little as $500 or even $100, depending on which Northwestern Bank you use. So if you're a small saver, take advantage of the small minimum deposit and high 6.81% return. All you have to do is leave your money on deposit for 2.5 years. If you should withdraw early, federal regulations do require an instant penalty, interest penalty on the amount withdrawn. So make your money work for a living. 2.5 years, 6.5% savings certificates available now at any of the 17 Northwestern banks, all members FDIC. Alive and tasty. That's St. Paul.
Young girl, get out of my mind.
KDWB, still a lot of Puckett fans around for Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. That's just one. Playing favorites with Young Girl and Chuck Buell.
Hey, did you hear that you can get some really great bargains at Phase 1?
604 Hennepin, downtown Minneapolis.
Twin Cities environment is cloudy with a chance of a few more showers today and fair to partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow. Today's high low 40s, low tonight mid-20s, high tomorrow upper 30s, currently 42 degrees at KDWB. KDWB, St. Paul, Minneapolis, playing favorites with more and better music than ever. With Chuck Buell at KDWB. Wings, Helen Reddy, Helen Wheels, whatever. KDWB. Gal's name is Helen Wheels, and that's Paul McCartney with the gang at 10:07.
We start with the incomparable quality. Goodman Jewelers.
Bobby Blue.
She packed my bags last night.
KDWB. Little Elton John music for us this morning, a song called Rocket Man. Nice to get into that once in a while. 10:13, I'm Chuck Buell.
When selecting a diamond, the beauty stores at a reasonable price.
KDWB presents the story of America's past in a way you'll never forget. Be there as Alexander Graham Bell makes his first telephone call. And what about the true story of Paul Revere? KDWB's Yankee Doodle Show has the answers. Join us tomorrow night, Thanksgiving, beginning at 6 p.m. for 3 fun and music-filled hours of American history. Brought to you in part by Mount Frontenac Ski Resort. A Thanksgiving present from KDWB to you.
Hey, excuse me. Withdrawal. Member FDIC.
KDWB with Chuck Buell and Ringo. A couple of classy little pictures here. You put it your way, I'll put it mine. KDWB with Chuck Buell in a photograph. And I am still paying for the negatives.
On Wednesday, November 28th, one of the hottest new groups of the 70s appear in concert. A Triangle production.
Fever. When fever of a cold builds up, read and follow directions carefully.
KDWB with Chuck Buell, Chicago, yourself, myself, just you and me. KDWB, they just never miss, do they? Chicago, I don't know if you saw them in concert or not, huh? Been in here a couple of times doing big shows. Just you and me. Chuck Buell at 1026.
Theater near you. Rated G. Candles and chrysanthemums. They are divine.
Twin Cities environment cloudy with a chance of a few more showers today. Today's high lower 40s, tomorrow 30s, tonight's low 20s, currently 40 degrees at KDWB. KDWB with Joe South. Take a walk in my moccasin. So you know how I feel. 10:35 with Chuck Buell.
Connoisseur is fastidious.